Oh, there we go. All right. Um, I swear every time I go live, something has changed. So let me know if by chance you are hopping on live, so that I have an idea if this is working. Um, guys, technology. Anyway, close unused applications. See? No matter what I do. Okay. I was in the midst of working on a review of a comparison, basically, of different supplements, and I wanted to hop on here quick. I believe I have talked about this before, but this has really been just something that I personally have noticed as I've done these comparisons and these reviews, and it continues to make me realize that the majority of our nutritional supplements contain things that fly under the radar, is the best way of saying it. And I don't believe, and in my research, it has not shown up that any of them are inherently super bad. Like, oh my gosh, don't touch it, don't go near it, that kind of thing. But at the same time, it's, as I do more research, and I have so much more research to do, and so much more learning and training to do, it for me, it's like, it's a comparison to, let's say, BPA, which I know that I have posted about, in that BPA was considered generally regarded as safe. So that is a common classification from the FDA, generally regarded as safe, meaning that they can't say that it's not safe, but they also can't say that it's 100% safe. And that's where BPA used to be. And then over time, they were able to begin to detect at very low levels the toxicity of it. And those same levels 20 years prior were undetectable. So these are ingredients that will never pop up in the main label, ever. These are always going to be ingredients that are going to pop up in the other section. And as I search for things for my own family, and I work with, even in looking at products recommended by other health professionals, we are all on so different, like, there are so many different camps of thoughts on this. So that I'm being very transparent and honest about that, because I think it's important to know that this is absolutely a personal thing, but it's something that I continue to see, and so I want to bring it to light. So what are they? What am I talking about? Why am I being, so one of them is, these are all either a filler, an anti-caking, something that is typically in a powdered type capsule, or in a hardened capsule. Because it's a hardened capsule, you will see these listed. And again, in the short term, probably not a big deal. Depending on how long you're going to be taking the product, may still not be a big deal, but we may not know that for many years. And so as someone who has personally had a ton of internal inflammation, and I'm just trying to get to a level of non-toxic, as close to that as I can get, which is not easy, these are things that I have chosen to stay away from, which makes it very hard sometimes to find clean enough products. So magnesium stearate. The reason that I avoid magnesium stearate is because it has been shown to be an irritant to the gut lining, but it is commonly found in many supplements that are anti-inflammatory, maybe for gut health. But over time, magnesium stearate actually is counterintuitive to the purpose of the supplement itself. because it can irritate the mucus lining of the bowels. And that mucus lining is super important for the function of your bowels and gut. Okay. Silicon dioxide is an anti-caking agent. Again, it's just an additive, not enough research out there. But if there is a more natural anti-caking agent, and that's an option, probably more expensive, which is why we don't see it in the masses, but I would prefer a more natural version. Microcrystalline cellulose is actually wood pulp. It's a texturizer. It's an anti-caking agent. But again, this is something, especially for anyone with gut health issues, it can have many unwanted side effects because of the stomach and blood are unable to absorb it correctly and then break it down and excrete it. So someone with looking for a focus on gut health, that I would avoid that. I would personally avoid that. So those were, and you'll see this too, but Carrageenan. And now this one is probably, I would consider one of my personal red flags. It has been linked to cancer. It has been linked to cancer, as well as colon damage and leading to bleeding. It is natural. It can be extracted from a seaweed, but in and of itself as an additive has been linked to cancer. And again, for me, if there's any of that kind of link, I'm out. Personal preference, I'm out. So though I just want to hop on here, I wanted to share that. I was in the midst of doing these comparisons. I'm on like my third one of the week, and so again, these just keep coming up. So if you have any other questions, if you ever want me to look or compare or kind of point out what I personally avoid, I'd be happy to do that. And I hope it's still raining here, but I hope you all are having a happy Wednesday and a good week so far.